Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'd just like to reiterate on that Bible study what we do. We have a light supper. We're going to start at 6:30. A little bit of fellowship, and just talk with each other. And then at 7 o'clock, we do start our Bible study. We had a pretty good turnout for the first night. And also, if you have kids, bring them with you. I have brought Abigail and Hunter. PK was there. And if we get enough kids, we'll start something up for them too. But we just had a really good time of fellowship, and y'all really should just come out and see. This morning, I will be reading out of the book of Acts, chapter 16, verses 9 through 15. During the night, Paul had a vision of a man of Macedonia standing and begging him, "Come over to Macedonia and help us." After Paul had seen the vision, we got ready at once to leave for Macedonia, concluding that God had called us to preach the gospel to them. From Troas, we put out to sea and sailed straight to Samothrace, and the next day to Neapolis. From there, we traveled to Philippi, a Roman colony and the leading city of that district of Macedonia, and we stayed there several days. On the Sabbath, we went outside the city gate to the river where we expected to find a place of prayer. We sat down and began to speak to the women who had gathered there. One of those listening was a woman named Lydia, a dealer in purple cloth from the city of Thyatira, who was a worshiper of God. The Lord opened her heart to respond to Paul's message. When she and the members of her household were baptized, she invited us to her home. "If you consider me a believer in the Lord," she said, "come and stay at my house," and she persuaded us.
I will be reading John 14, verses 23 through 29. Jesus replied, "If anyone loves me, he will obey my teaching. My Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. He who does not love me will not obey my teaching. These words you hear are not my own. They belong to the Father who sent me. All these I have spoken while still with you. But the Counselor, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and will remind you of everything I have said to you. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid. You hear me say, I'm going away, and I'm coming back to you. If you love me, you would be glad that I am going to the Father. For the Father is greater than I. I have told you now, before it happens, so that when it does happen, you will believe." Thank you.
Amen.